You have something to lose now, okay? You gotta think about Michael, the twins. All right? But, baby, I agree with you, okay?
Okay.
Something needs to be done.
Yeah. Something got to be done.
Yep. But we're gonna do it my way. Comprende? Hello, Zach. My way or no way?
Okay, Usher, we'll do it your way.
Okay, so BET released a sneak peek of the season finale, which was a Zatima moment. Essentially, this is when Fatima tells Zach about what went down with Gary. Zach is freaking out. He's ready to go do whatever it takes to kill this dude once and for all because Fatima talks about what happened, basically saying that things got physical. He put his security on me, and Zach puts two and two together because you came in here looking disheveled and whatnot, and Zach is ready to throw down. And then Fatima calms him down, reminding him of everything he has to lose right now, and that if they're going to take out Gary, they're going to do it her way because she can handle it herself. Which is a interesting statement considering you told Andy this last week before you stormed down there just like Zach was about to and you got shoved down. But a couple things I wanted to say from this clip. I obviously couldn't play the full thing, copyright, all that jazz. Feel free to go to the Sistas Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. You will see the full 90-second clip there. Not to mention, if you come to this video after tonight's episode, well, then you have seen the whole clip for context. Number one, just the fact that we're completely glossing over the fact of what actually happened. Fatima put her hands on Gary twice before his security grabbed her. And then that resulted in a scuffle over the purse, leading to her being shoved to the ground. And for everybody's like, well, no, see, the security grabbed Fatima before Fatima pushed security. The security dude grabbed Fatima because up until that point, Fatima had grabbed Gary, the guy he's supposed to protect, twice. The first time, Gary let it slide. He put his hand up in a gesture like, hey, don't worry about it, I got this. But then when he tried to walk away a second time, you had Fatima grabbing onto him again. Hey, don't you walk away from me. And then that's when the guard came in there and handled the situation. And for the people who are getting on the security guard, like, oh, doing too much. If that was Madam, let's say Gary, instead of Gary, let's say it was Madam. And then you had some random person try to roll up on her the way that Fatima did on Gary. Well, first of all, I feel like Madam would have shut that down herself. But in any case, security would have done a lot more than shove that person down to the ground. I'm just saying. So don't be getting on Gary and his security for doing that to Fatima and not expect, someone like a Madam or, even Miss Marie to have security who would do the same thing. So acting like security roughed up Fatima when she wasn't the one who initiated the aggression is pretty messed up. I mean, Zach did the same thing earlier in the season when he told Fatima about, Gary pulled a gun on me and he said, he go ahead and shoot him. I wanted to, but I didn't. And he didn't tell Fatima that the reason Gary even pulled out the gun was because Zach clocked him across the face. Just going to gloss over that. Number two, Fatima's calling out Zach for sounding crazy. Oh, yeah, I already stated this. Basically, she's saying Zach is crazy for saying he'll go down there and, kill Gary or handle Gary when she did the exact same thing last week. Seeing how upset Andy was, Fatima stormed out of the office. Now, from there, and then it's like, I'll handle it. Boom, shoved to the ground. Then next up, reminding Zach that being reckless is foolish because he has so much to lose right now. You got me, you got Michael, you got the twins to worry about. He has Michael and one of those kids. He is not I'm done talking about it. I'm just sick of the whole, the twins. Zach is responsible for one of those babies. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, let's say if there are pregnancy complications and Aaron loses his kid, I'm sure Zach would be, sad about that. But in terms of this situation, his focus is on Michael and one of them babies, not both. And then finally, yeah, it's good to remind Zach of what he has to lose if he does something reckless. But Fatima needs to remind herself that she isn't as disposable as she seems, to consider herself being. The fact that it's almost like she has to prove how tough she is by fighting everyone's battles. But she has a lot to lose herself. She just doesn't realize that, you got a man that loves her. She's pursuing her dream in law school right now and, working at a law firm. So it's just, I hate the fact that she seemingly thinks maybe I'm reaching on this, but I feel like she thinks too little of herself sometimes, where it's like, I'll handle it. You got too much to lose, but Fatima, you got a lot to lose yourself. But that's essentially the clip. I wonder if Fatima's actually going to say, I already called my cousin about this, because if she does, that will easily get Zach to sit down. Plus, we know in the one photo, she is in front of Zach and he has the red gym bag that has her all, weapons and stuff in it. So I wonder what's happening with that scene there. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, what you think of the sneak peek. And I'll catch you all directly after the episode. You know the drill. I'll be live tweeting. Then around 10:05 or so, I'll go live here on YouTube to talk about the finale. And we can finally wrap up the season.